the 17th KNUST SRC Parliamentary Council and to the students' body at large. I trust you're all doing great. I want to believe that our numbers are not encouraging today, and as such, we have reached quorum, because it says in the standing orders that aside from the presiding officer, or aside from the one presiding, everyone is counted for when it comes to quorum. And 1/3 of 46, no, we don't count if we're supposed to, so 1/3 of 43 gives us about 13, and we are up to that number. Sure. Give me and other people. Other people. Honorable Patrick, you look very disturbed today. Your fellow parliamentarians have made you not happy. Honorable Bruce and Honorable Kupi, where's the jollof? I heard you guys are doing some jollof. Is it? All right. Shall we pray? Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon the Parliamentary Council of the SRC of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the SRC and the Vice Chancellor. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of their work, students may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life shall be realized in our midst. Amen. Without wasting any time, I would like to believe that previously, that was somewhere last year, I spoke to the House, or updated the House about some honorable members that will be joining our council once it is approved. So in the previous House, that's the 16th House, they passed a bill for disability students to be represented in Parliament. And that bill has been assented to by the President and has been accepted by the university. In that state, we would swear in the representative for the Disability Students Association, or that is the president for the disability students. Madame Akabore Presla, kindly come up, please. Oh no, you can be there. You can stay there. You can stand behind there. Yeah. Sorry. So you repeat after me. You put your left hand on your chest and your right hand up. microphone. Marshall. Excuse me. So you take in 3 oaths. 1, so the oath of a member of the Parliamentary Council. So repeat after me. When I say I, may mention your name. I,
Akabori we na ume Priscilla,
having been elected
having been elected
a member of the Parliamentary Council,
a member of the Parliamentary Council,
in the name of the Almighty God swear,
in the name of the Almighty God swear,
solemnly affirm,
solemnly affirm
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the SRC
to the SRC
as by law established,
as my law established,
and that I will faithfully
and as I will faithfully
and conscientiously
discharge the duties of the members
of Parliamentary Council.
of Parliamentary Council.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Now you take the oath of secrecy. Give me a second. It's not. All right. So the oath of secrecy. I,
I,
mention your name,
Akabori we na ume Priscilla,
holding the office of
holding the office of person with disability,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
solemnly affirm,
solemnly affirm
that I will not directly
that I will not directly
or indirectly
communicate
or reveal to any person
any
matter which
shall
be brought under my
consideration or I shall
come to my knowledge
in the discharge
of my official duty,
or as may be specially permitted
under this Constitution.
So help me God.
So help me God. And have a last oath. So you will now take the oath of allegiance as the last oath. So
I, Akabori we na ume Priscilla,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
dwell in the name of Almighty God swear, solemnly affirm
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the Students' Representative Council.
Please
That I will bear true faith
as I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the SRC
to the SRC
by the SRC Constitution
by the SRC Constitution
established,
established,
and shall uphold and preserve,
and shall uphold and preserve,
protect and defend,
protect and prevent,
protect and defend,
protect
and
and invent. Okay.
the Constitution
The
of
Constitution
the Students' Representative Council.
of the
Students,
of the Students' Representative Council.
so help me God. So help me God.
So help me God.
We are officially now a member of the 17th KNUST SRC Parliament. You may resume your seat. Oh, yes. So the marshal will now escort you to sit in your photos. We'll now move to the third item on the order paper, which is the welcome address. I don't have much to say. Over the years, the SRC, or the State of SRC address has been observed, and by that measure, it is also going to happen today. We will have the president, the SRC president, have to talk about what the SRC has done so far since they assumed office. And I mean, I'm not impressed at all, especially with the numbers that we have. So I wouldn't say much in my welcome address, but welcome and thank you guys in the gallery for joining us. So we'll move to the next item. That's correction and acceptance of previous minutes. Honorable members, the floor is open for any corrections that have to be made. Honorable Kuki Benjamin, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I think in regards to the minutes, there are a lot of corrections to be made, and since most honorable members are not in the House, I would like to say that we skip that for now and we can do it later on so that the sitting can proceed because time is fast spent. Thank you very much.
So I think what we should be saying is,
yes, please.
We'll channel our corrections through the clerk
yes, please.
in writing.
Yes, please.
To save time. All right. Honorable Bruce, you have the floor.
Thank you, Speaker. So as my honorable member said, I would like to move a motion so that I would like to move a motion so that we skip the item 4 and the item 5 as well, so that we continue with item 6.
All right. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, I, Patrick Kamwa, President for Republic, will second the motion for the House to skip item 4 on the order paper. Thank you. 4 and 5 of the order paper. Thank you.
All right. Madam Clerk. Thank you. Marshall. Bring the name of the cadet commander at the back. The cadet commander at the back, pick his name. Marshall, please hurry up. The next item on our order paper is the introduction of dignitaries. And we have with us some very great student leaders amongst us. We have Cadet Major Sumaila Hamza, being the General Officer Commanding KNUST General Cadet Corps, with us at the back. We have with us also Master Osei Bright Puku. That's the Republic Hall Vice President with us over here. Okay. We also have the HESA Financial Secretary, Emmanuel Esiama, with us. Where is he? Oh. Thank you for joining us. We have the SRC International Relations Officer, Master Raymond Chum, with us over here. We also have Master Kwejo Ampoma Opoku, the SRC Public Relations Officer, with us here. And not to forget, we have Master Ako Robert Eoji, Publicity Officer, with us. We also have Master David Anan, the SRC Electoral Commissioner, with us. And our very own boss, the SRC Chief of Staff, Master Prince Bwampong, with us over here as well. Thank you for joining us. All right, I think that's all for now. We will move to the next item on the order paper. We have with us our main man, the face of the SRC. And there's no other than His Excellency Shakir Wise Ishaq, here with us, the SRC, the KNUST SRC 65th President with us. Okay. So I think that's all for before the commencement of public business. Our next item is recess. We'll now go for a recess and observe the presidential parade. We'll be going for CEO. How long does it take? 10 minutes. Okay. So we'll go for recess for 10 minutes. Okay. recess. I hope you enjoyed the display from the KNUST General Cadet Corps. We'll now move on to our next item on the order paper. That is the reports from members of parliament. So each member from, all of you are going to have to tell me about, or tell the school or the students what you have done so far in your term of office. So I'll start from the I'll start from the whole caucus. So, and from my right too as well. So, Honorable Matilda, the General Secretary for Africa Hall. Please do note that you have a speaking time of 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when school resumed, we had our freshers arrival on the 6th of January. That is where we registered the freshers. And we had our freshers orientation on the 7th of January. We also had our freshers fair, which was it was a 2 days program. So we did it on the 8th January to 9th January. Then on 24th of January, we also had our aerobics for Africa Hall members.
Honorable Matilda.
Yes, please.
It's like you are speaking to, we don't know who you are addressing.
Oh, okay, sorry. Right Honorable the House. I, Honorable Matilda Insia Oforiwa, Africa Hall General Secretary, will give our program outline or what we've done so far for the semester. So I will start from our freshman arrival. That was on the 6th of January. So that was when we started registering the freshers. And we had our freshman orientation on the 7th of January, 2026. We had our freshers fair. That was a 2 days program. It also took place on the 8th and 9th of January, 2026. We also did our aerobics on 24th of January. That was on Saturday. Then we did soft skills training where we taught students or our Africa Hall members on how to use the computer and comm skills training. And we also did some software application training for them as well. And we also had our leadership and mentorship summit, which took place on 21st of March. Then our academic tutorials, which happened today, which is 4th April, and tomorrow too we will continue with that. Thank you.
I think personally I was invited to one of their programs. That was the Leadership Summit, right? Yeah, and I saw some of your honorable members too there. Honorable Kupi, you've done everything in the world.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The Speaker of the House, this is the 5th SRC President. Appointees present. Agenda boys and girls present. Fellow students, thank you very much for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I bring you greetings from Unity Hall, the largest hall in West Africa, the surviving Twin Towers of KNUST in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I bring you greetings from the best hall you can ever find yourself in KNUST.
I don't agree.
Mr. Speaker, you don't agree?
I don't agree.
You did your day. Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, from welcoming our freshmen to Unity Hall, to organizing our orientation for the freshmen, which the SRC president was invited as well, to holding our first general meeting and general aerobic session, to engaging in health screening programs Unity Hall. Mr. Speaker, Unity Hall is well. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say that we've actually done a lot this semester, and we are aiming to do a lot more in the next semester. Mr. Speaker, we organized one of the biggest social activity in KNUST this semester that brought hundreds of boys from their hostels to Unity Hall. That's the Unity Hall First Mural, aka the Kakalika First Mural. Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say that on that particular day, our brothers from the other side also did the same thing, but I heard they closed at 8 p.m. Yeah. Mr. Speaker, when it comes to projects, we've purchased 100 chairs for our study room, and the SRC president can testify to that. The Speaker, I've also started renovation of the study room by repairing all broken down sockets and then providing new fans to the study room. The Speaker, we've actually installed new dryline areas for both blocks, that's the Block A and Block B, to ensure that laundry services are done very peacefully. The Speaker, we've also purchased 20 rifles for our cadets, and I'm proud to say that during the recess, the rifles that were used were from Unity Hall cadets. And I'm proud to say that this was done in collaboration with the JCRC. The Speaker...
Honorable, could you mention, you bought rifles?
Yes, I mean wooden rifles, but wooden rifles. Yes, please. Mr. Speaker, we've also purchased a 65-inch television set for our JCRC to aid in entertainment activities and then sporting activities, either on weekdays or on weekends. Mr. Speaker, we've actually repaired our sound system, which has been broken down for more than a year, and this helps in our entertainment activities. Mr. Speaker, within these numerous achievements so far in the first semester, I can see that Unity Hall, we have quite a number of challenges. One of the first challenges is our elevator. The Speaker has said earlier on, Unity Hall is the largest hall in West Africa, having 8 floors, the only surviving twin towers of KNUST. And our elevator has been down for some time now. So since the SRC president is here, I want him to take that on, maybe starting by engaging the management to see how we can best solve this issue. The Speaker also have Wi-Fi challenges in Unity Hall. The Speaker, another challenge we have is that most of our residents, people who were here last year in Unity Hall, have actually applied for the KBN and then the SRC Beju. That is stands right now, exam is approaching, and then they have not been disbursement, but I'm made to believe that last week or somewhere last 2 weeks, they've actually brought a communique to tell students to apply for next academic year. So the SRC president, please, this is one thing I would like to take on for us. The Speaker, this is what Unity Hall has done, and I would like to put this on record that without Kunti, there's no KNUST. Thank you very much.
Without Kunti, there's no KNUST. I see. Honorable Patrick, you have the floor.
Sure. Right, Honorable Speaker, the SRC President, His Excellency, Master Shaki with Isaac, student present, on behalf of Republic Hall Junior Common Room, I'm here to present the reports of our constituency. Republic Hall, guided by the values of service, student-centered leadership, has over the past year executed a number of transformation programs and projects. These accomplishments reflect our commitment to improving student welfare, academic life, and community engagement within our enclave. Allow me to walk this honorable house through the initiative we've successfully carried out this semester. Free accommodation support. As part of our commitment to the academic welfare of our residents, the JCRC made provisions to offer free accommodation to the residents who had to stay on campus to write their receipts with a stable and convenient environment to adequately prepare for their exams. This intervention reflects our dedication to supporting residents, not only socially, but also academically, ensuring that no student is disadvantaged during the recess period due to accommodation challenges. Mr. Speaker, we also had our Freshers Week dubbed January Rush, organized as a week of entertainment to officially welcome our freshmen into the hall. The week featured a series of engaging activities aimed at fostering interaction among residents, and it was successfully ended with Jams Night on the 10th of January. We also had our Freshers Orientation. An orientation program was held to officially welcome freshers and introduce them to the rules, culture, and general lifestyle of the hall. In attendance was staff from DOSA, University Hospital, KNUST Guidance and Counseling Service, KNUST Security, and also hall management. Mr. Speaker, we also had the hall undertook the drilling of a borehole to help improve water accessibility for residents within the hall. This project was successfully carried out with sponsors from NGO Fapemogru, contributing significantly to enhancing water supply and living conditions within the hall. Mr. Speaker, we also had our lane reps elections. Lane reps were elected by residents to ensure fair representation across all the lanes. Following the election, the elected reps were duly inaugurated to promote effective leadership and improve communication between residents and hall authorities. Mr. Speaker, we also stocked our first aid boxes. Student health and safety are now non-negotiable. The JCRC ensured that first aid boxes were stocked across key areas to ensure timely response to emergencies. Mr. Speaker, we also had our general meeting. A general meeting was organized to engage residents on important hall matters, sharing updates, and also receiving feedback. They serve as a platform for inclusive participation in decision-making. Mr. Speaker, the challenges we are facing as a whole: logistical constraints, such as limited space and coordination difficulties, financial limitation affecting project execution, delays in implementation of certain activities and projects. The ongoing ban on programs on campus also limits our ability to organize events and activities.
Honorable Patrick, can you wrap up in your time?
Sure. I would like to use this medium to respectfully appeal to university management to review this ban for the benefit of student engagement and development. While we are proud of this milestone, we remain aware of the challenges ahead. Yet, with unity, resilience, and continual collaboration with SRC and our sister GCRCs, we are confident that the best Republic Hall is still ahead of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Patrick. Honorable Denzel, you have 5 minutes, so please work with that.
Mr. Speaker. Right Honorable the House, the SRC President, students present, and those watching us from their rooms and wherever you are. My name is Denzel Nyakonje, the University Hall President, the only university within the university. Okay. So we also
Boots for boots. People are doing boots for boots.
Don't worry, Mr. Speaker. Yeah. We started with our registration of the freshers, which was done on 6th January. We were able to register more than 900 students on the first day, and it continued through to the second and the third day. And we had our orientation on 7th, which the SRC President was also present there. There we thought our residents not just being residents of the university hall, but also what it takes to be a fellow. Then we moved to aerobics, which was sort of a pre-anniversary event. We were able to have that very nicely. And then we also had our 63rd anniversary, which most honorable members from caucus was also present. Right from there, we had our lane rep elections, and students from each lane or each floor of the hall was represented during that to form our welfare committee. We also did have our financial literacy program, which was spearheaded by our financial secretary, and we had the SRC financial secretary also present to inform our residents about the scholarship opportunities in the school and how to apply. We also had our mid-sem tutorials. I mean, everybody knows University Hall is the hall of intellectuals. So as preparation for the mid-sem, we did have some tutorials for our residents so that they could excel beautifully in their mid-sems. And we had our health screening. After the mid-sem, we had our health screening to check our health. Mr. Speaker, as I'm even speaking to you, so I think that is what we have for now. Thank you very much.
Honorable Maxwell, you have the floor.
The Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable House, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The State of Queen Elizabeth II Hall for 2025-2026 academic year, first semester as of 4th April 2026. Before I start, I might make it clear to the Honorable House that Queen Elizabeth II Hall remains the only hall in the whole of K University campus named after a human being. And it's also not just a human being, a global figure as well. So to start with, the 2025-2026 academic year commenced on the 6th of January 2026. We officially open our gates to welcome our new freshmen. Following the initial registration period, the hall hosted a successful fanfare, ensuring that our newest members were seamlessly integrated into our unique tradition. We always remain the royals of KNUST. So with entertainment and social engagement, despite the historic restrictions, this semester marked a significant milestone in students' life. So we have a fanfare, of which it followed with an artist night. We have also organized a gospel workshop in our constituency. In commitment to grow the spirit and diversity of our hall, we collaborated with Faith in Motion to host a powerful gospel workshop, which serves as a counterpiece of our fellowship within the hall. We support health and wellness of our residents. A healthy mindset resides in a healthy body. To this end, our administration focused on physical engagement. So we have our first aerobic section on the 31st of January, 2026. And it was in partnership with Level 2, of which we provided them with products from Level 2 to help them stay very healthy from STDs and also create awareness as well. With sports infrastructure, we have officially procured 5 new balls to foster our sports team. Furthermore, our basketball court has been painted and renovated as well. When it comes to security and infrastructure, the maintenance of our TV room and renovation has been able to undergo its significant stage. And we are hoping that by the end of the semester, hopefully, it will be in its final stage. Security initiative. Through the regular security patrol in collaboration with our hall cadets, of which our hall cadets have played a very significant role in maintaining the whole security level. We have seen a notable reduction in theft cases, ensuring more secure environment for study and rest. When it comes to students' welfare and governance, your voice is the foundation for leadership. This semester, we have strengthened our administrative structure. We have been able to conduct election. We had our floor rep election, which followed up with the Deputy General Secretary election and the Women's Commissioner election as well. Direct engagement. To ensure a direct engagement, each executive in our hall has been assigned to a particular floor, of which they have a direct engagement with the floor representative and the residents as well, to be able to ensure that their welfare is always at heart. With our first aid box has been filled to its maximum capacity to ensure that students' wellness is also captured as when it comes to their health. In conclusion, once we celebrate this achievement, we acknowledge that there are more to be accomplished. And the ban on social gathering has affected most of our social activities significantly. My profound gratitude goes to my whole executives, my Royal Cadet Corps, my senior hall tutor in the person of Dr. Echampon, my hall master, for their significant contribution to make this dream a reality. Long live Queen Sol. Long live K University. Thank you.
Used exactly 5 minutes.
Yes, we work with time as well.
Wales indeed. Honorable Minor, what do you have for us? And so you don't have anything to say for us. All right. We'll now move to the non-residential caucus. Honorable Bauer, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the House, distinguished guests, the 65th SRC President, I'm the person of Honorable Bauer Alabaduk Benedict, a member of Parliament for IDRC North. It is with a deep sense of responsibility that I present this report on activities undertaken within my constituency since assuming office. At the outset of my administration, I centered my efforts on student engagement, particularly among freshers. I made it a point to arrive on campus early during reopening to assist newly admitted students within my constituency. In furtherance of this, an orientation program was organized at Nevada Hostel, where freshers were sensitized by relevant authorities on academic expectations and general conduct within the university. As part of this program, security agencies, including the Ghana Police Services, provided guidance on both on-campus and off-campus safety, especially during late-night studies and examination periods. Additionally, personnel from the Ghana National Fire Service educated students on fire prevention and safety practices. Mr. Speaker, in collaboration with my colleague MPs, I participated in a meeting with the Directorate of Student Affairs led by Professor Miriam to discuss pressing challenges affecting our constituencies. During this engagement, I highlighted the deplorable condition of roads within IDRC North, which remains a major concern for students. Assurances were given that the issue would be addressed. Furthermore, following heavy rainfall, an unfortunate incident involving a collapsed bridge near the SDA church was reported. Upon receiving this information, I promptly visited the site with my appointees, alongside the UNRC President, Honorable Foster Menu, MP for IDRC South, and the UNRC Chairman, Dr. Adams Faisal. As an immediate intervention, short-term signage was installed to redirect students to alternative routes. Eventually, a short-term metal bridge was constructed through the support of an SRC aspirant to restore accessibility in the person of Kelvin Obeng. Mr. Speaker, the 7 members of Parliament also engaged the municipal chief executive for Oforukrom, the 7 members of parliament, the MPs for UNRC. We are 7 in number. During this meeting, I reiterated the urgent need to address the poor road network within IUDS North. The MC, the person of Honorable Sadat, assured us that plans are in place for road construction, with a commitment that work will be completed before the end of the year. Although a specific commencement date is yet to be communicated, the issue of the damaged bridge near the SDA church was also brought to his attention. With regards to infrastructure, concerns about inadequate street lighting within the constituency have been identified. Efforts are currently underway to document areas without proper lighting, and these findings will be submitted to the Directorate of Student Affairs for the necessary action. I also encourage constituents to report such areas to my office to ensure comprehensive coverage. In addition, I organized a constituency tour alongside the senior tutor, Dr. Faisal Adams, and my appointees. We visited various hostels accommodating freshers to engage directly with students and better understand their concerns. A major issue raised during these interactions was poor internet connectivity. In response, I initiated a discussion with a service provider known as Datacom regarding the installation of Wi-Fi routers in hostels experiencing network challenges. Feedback from the organization is currently pending, and I remain committed to pursuing this initiative to improve connectivity for students. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, distinguished guests, the 65th SRC President, I remain fully committed to addressing the needs of my constituents and will continue to collaborate with relevant stakeholders to ensure sustainable development within IUDS North. Thank you.
Also right on time. Honorable Shamsuddin.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the 65th SRC President, fellow students, following my assumption of office, I present this report outlining key activities undertaken and ongoing efforts within my constituency. At the commencement of my administration, an orientation program was organized at Wilcado Hostel, where freshers were sensitized by relevant authorities on academic expectations and general student conduct within the university. Security agencies such as the police provided guidance on both on-campus and off-campus security measures, particularly during late night studies and examination periods. Additionally, officers from the fire service educated students on fire prevention and safety practices. In collaboration with my fellow non-residential MPs, I participated in a meeting with the Directorate of Student Affairs, led by Professor Miriam, to discuss pressing challenges, including the transport system, which was a major concern for students in my constituency. We are working towards addressing the matters. With regard to infrastructure, concerns about inadequate street lighting within my constituency have been identified. Efforts are underway to document areas without proper lighting, and this will be submitted to the Dean of Student Affairs for further action. I also encourage students to report such matters to my office. Mr. Speaker, I remain dedicated to addressing the needs of my constituents and will continue to work collaboratively with the relevant stakeholders to ensure sustainable improvements within Kenton Krono region. Thank you.
You use 2 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members present, distinguished guests, and the SRC President, by the names of Honorable Aaron Semwanga, the ISA General Secretary, I'm giving a report on behalf of my President, and at the moment, she's also undertaking a certain activity that is ongoing in my constituency. So the semester started with welcoming freshers in collaboration with the different bodies, SRC, NUGS, where we staged 2 international students at the airport, executives, and some stayed this side to welcome freshers. Upon reaching the university, we conducted a freshers orientation. This was 2 sessions, one organized by ISA executives in collaboration with the gas hostel management, and then another one organized by ISA executive in collaboration with the university and the immigration office. The second activity after the orientation was freshers game night, where freshers interacted in different games and sports to promote interaction and community bonding. After that, we arranged a freshers tour where we took freshers to Kumasi Zoo, Bonwiri, the renowned Kentes, and the weaving site. So freshers were getting familiar with the area of Kumasi, and it helped them to explore a lot of different key places in Kumasi. They even got a chance to reach the palace. After that, we had a jogging session for all the international students to encourage fitness, wellness, and social interaction. At the same time, we've introduced 3-class initiative. In collaboration with the DOSA and the Department of Languages, we've decided to introduce 3 classes for international students. In the month of March, the WUCOM of international students, they organized an outreach to Knust Basic School. They called the program Read for Her Initiative, where they went to do mentorship and education tips to the students, the kids in the basic school, and telling them more about the culture of the different international countries in Knust. From there, we had Akwaba dinner. This is in collaboration with the IPO's office, where we take international students, freshers, to have a dinner with the Vice Chancellor and other delegates like the DOSA and our patron. So this interaction gave a sense of belonging to international students that are coming to the university for the first time. Now, coming to the house, I and the president, we presented that international students, all the activities I've given are outside the house, but coming to the house, on our fourth sitting, we presented a burning issue in the international student community, that at the moment, the 50% fee policy that a student is required to pay before they register for their courses is not feasible to the side of international students. If you compare the 50% the international student pays to the 50% a Ghanaian student pays, you realize that, like, for instance, I, a pharmacy student, I pay $6,400. And if you are to get 50% of that, compared to someone who pays 3,000 cedis, 50% is too much. So we brought a suggestion to the House, and of which the spokesperson of the House is the Speaker. So in our first meeting, we told the Speaker to present it to the university management, that they should revise that policy. At least they reduce it to 20% for international students. So that so far has been our push in the House. And we hope international students who are watching me, we hope the Speaker will come back and give us what he got from the DOSA. Because from that time up to now, we've not got any feedback. But we shall not stop. We shall continue to push for that and other advocates for international students. Right, Honorable Speaker, the SRC President, the distinguished guests and the honorable members. The semester so far has been active and impactful. I would say that if it wasn't for the ban that the school has put, I think ISA would have been the best performing constituency, far more than the percentage we are at. I know we are still the best performing constituency, maybe at 70%, but if it wasn't for the ban, we would be in 80. Otherwise, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Because of the accents, you didn't complain about the time. You used over 7 minutes to talk. That's fine. Honorable Foster, you have the floor. 5 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, the House, and the 65th SRC President, Master Shake. So this is a report from Idea South constituency. Since I assumed office as the Idea South MP, my focus has been staying close to my constituents and responding to their needs. We began by supporting the orientation and welcoming of our first years in collaboration with Directorate of Student Affairs, Ghana Police Service, Fire Service, and some stakeholders to help them settle in and understand campus security and safety. To the better understanding, we conducted a survey for first-year students, which helped us identify key challenges and guide our actions. I also led an off-campus hostel visitation with the senior tutor, Professor Asamoah Sechi, and my able executives to engage students directly and hear their concerns firsthand. We also took steps to improve students' lives by engaging Datacom to advocate for Wi-Fi access off-campus, pushing for better street lights to ensure and enhance safety, and also using our social media platforms to constantly educate students on staying safe on campus. We also met the MC for Oferikrom constituency, Honorable Sadat Anwar, to discuss routes and security, and he also assured us his support whenever we needed. Beyond this official work, I also made to a point to connect personally with students, including visiting them on the Valentine's Day to show appreciation and also build stronger relationship with them. Okay, and the journey has been one of learning, service, and growth. And I've come to understand that true leadership is about being accessible, being honest, and being willing to act. While there is more work to be done, I am proud of the steps that we've taken so far and remain committed to doing even more for people of Idea South constituency. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. President and the House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Foster. Honorable Abigail, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. Right Honorable Speaker, the 65th SRC President, Honorable Members of Parliament present, dignitaries present, I, Abigail Apiachumwa, the General Secretary of the DLSA, that's the Distance Learning Students Association, rise to present this report on the achievements and challenges of our administration during the first semester of the 2025-2026 academic year. Key achievements: safe arrival and welcome for freshers. The administration successfully coordinated a safe arrival protocol for all incoming DLSA members. We established welcome desks at all major entry points to the various study centers, ensuring freshers were guided to their various lecture halls without harassment or confusion. Orientation for all course representatives. We conducted a mandatory high-impact orientation seminar for all newly appointed course representatives. This session focused on academic record keeping, effective and conflict resolution, ensuring that the backbone of our academic structure was very fit purpose from week 1. And then also we had expansion of campus visitation. That's Tamale campus, Takoradi campus, and then the Accra campus, of which the president of the SRC, the CCT, joined us. For the first time in recent history, the executive committee physically visited the 3 major campuses. These visits allowed us to take the concerns of the administration directly from the students, bridging the gap from the main campus, that's Kumasi, and our distance learners. Also, in response to the perennial transport crisis affecting students commuting from Tech Junction to the KSB, that's the School of Business, we formalized a collaboration with the local taxi drivers, and that means a flat rate, shared ride system from peak during morning and then afternoon sessions, significantly reducing the students' lateness and fare exploitation. The major challenges that we also faced. Cafeteria setup. There are complete absence of functional cafeteria. Students rely on roadside vendors, raising concerns about food safety and then time wastage. Examination shuttle. No shuttle service exists for exam period. Students walking from long distances arrive at exam centers very late and then stressed. Notice boards. There are no provisions of official notice boards, forcing students to rely on unverified WhatsApp broadcasts for agents and then academic updates. Non-functional elevators. The only elevator serving the multi-story building is out of order. Deplorable access routes, internal routes leading to campuses are in a very poor state, damaging vehicles and leading to the journey, making it dangerous during rainfall. Poor information flow. There is a systematic delay in relaying information from the main KNUST administration to these centers. Examination center expansion. Centers are severely overcrowded during exam session. There is also an urgent need for expansion to accommodate the growing population of the ideal students, KNUST. Commuting from Agric Junction to the KSB should be solved immediately because people with children, that's women, find it very difficult walking early in the morning, exactly 7 o'clock with their kids. And then walking from the Agric Junction becomes a very difficult task for them. Also, we need daycare centers. There is complete lack of daycare facilities on campuses, it being Takoradi, Tamale, and then Accra. The facilities there are very few, and more needs to be done to improve the system of learning for KNUST ideal students. In response to the crisis affecting the students commuting from Tech and then KSB, there are a lot to be done to improve upon these things. Please, distance is not a barrier. Mr. President, kindly improve upon the system for KNUST students for the betterment of your people. Thank you.
The House. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable, I did not recognize you before you started speaking. You are duly recognized, by the way.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House. Honorable Speaker, the 65th SRC President. I am in a person of Honorable William Minta, the Member of Parliament for Campus Constituency. And I'm here to present reports on activities that is currently ongoing on campus and our achievements so far. At the start of my administration, I placed emphasis on student engagement, particularly with freshers' arrival. Myself, together with my appointees, arrive on campus early to engage students that are newly admitted on gas hostels so that their safety will be catered for. To ensure an orientation program was organized for students at the various gas hostels. Various stakeholders came around to tell students about their duties, what they are supposed to do at the gas hostels, what they are not supposed to do, and various staffs. Mr. Speaker, Honorable House, key challenges identified on campus include inadequate street lighting, which pose security risk for students during night studies. Inadequate chairs at Hall 7, which also pose significant access to comfortable studies and lecture spaces. Poor Wi-Fi connectivity around hostels on campus. Sanitation issues around Paju and at the back of in this hall. Following this concern, steps have been taken to address these issues. Efforts are currently undergoing to identify areas lacking street lights, and information will be submitted to the appropriate authorities for actions to be taken. And I'm pleased to also announce that we have installed 20 street lights on campus, and some are still currently ongoing. On internet connectivity, we opened discussion with UITS on possible installation of new Wi-Fi routers so that students will be able to access proper internet connectivity. So I'm also pleased that for SRC Hostel, we have been able to change Wi-Fi. Then we are going to change Wi-Fi routers at SRC Hostel. In addition, CCTV cameras were installed at the various gas hostels at the beginning of my administration. Concerning security issues, concerning sanitation issues, engagement has been made with appropriate authorities to ensure regular collection of waste so that the sanitation issues around in this world will be saved. And also, plans are currently ongoing so that we'll be able to organize cleanup exercise to help with our mothers over there. To further understand these issues forehand, I organized a constituency tour with my appointees to have a first-hand information about how things are going on in my constituency. So this is the report so far in campus.
Thank you, honorable members, for your reports. Honorable Matilda, you have the floor.
Which was part of my report. That was the problems facing my hall. As a great hall as Africa Hall, we are having some problems. That is water. We are having water crisis. Yes. And we also have light issues as well. And a very great problem is the CCTV surveillance in Africa Hall. Our CCTV only captures the entrance of the hall, which some time ago, some group of students even came to our hall and beat a certain guy in our hall. And they were able to escape because our CCTV camera couldn't capture their faces. We also have a problem with our elevator. It's not working, which means those at the top floor, they are facing a very difficult challenge using the staircase. because it's very far. And we also have less chairs in our study rooms as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our last report will be from the Disability Students President. Honorable Akabori, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Honorable President. Thank you, all members, for accepting me to be part of you today. I have a speech. Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the 17th KNUST SRC Parliament Council, the SRC President and Executive Committee, distinguished guests, members of the press, respected university authority, fellow students, guests and most special, the incredible community of students with disability, whom I am here to represent, ladies and gentlemen. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you today and as I am sworn in as the representative of students with disability. I am sworn in as the representative of Students with Disability President. In this esteem, 17th SRC Parliamentary Council, I extend my sincere gratitude for the confidence restored in me, and I do not take this opportunity lightly. Today marks not only a personal milestone, but also a significant step forward in collective persuasion to inclusiveness, equality, and representation within our university. I stand here as a voice for students who experience challenge and aspiration deserve to be heard, acknowledged, and acted upon. Representation is not merely about occupying a seat, it is about advocating for meaningful change. It is about ensuring that every student, regardless of abilities, has equal access to opportunity, resources, and supportive learning environment. As your representative, I am committed to promote policy and initiatives that will enhance accessibility, improve welfare, and foster a culture of understanding and respect for diversity. I believe that true progress can achieve when no one is left behind. Therefore, I will work collaboratively with this honorable House, student leadership, and university management to address barriers that hinder full participation. Together, we can build a campus that is not only accommodating but empowering for all. To my fellow students with disability, I say this: your voice matters, your dreams are valid, and your potentials is limitless. I pledge to be a bridge between your concern and the leadership of this institution, ensures that your needs are prioritized and your contribution recognized. As we gather here during this important setting, which also marks the State of SRC address, let us renew our commitment to serve leadership, unity, and progress. Let us lead with empathy, act with integrity, and serve with purpose. I once again express my profound appreciation for this opportunity. To serve. I am ready to work, to listen, and to advocate timelessly for the betterment of all students. Thank you. No matter the obstacle, we persevere. Thank you.
A very, very beautiful speech by our Honorable Akabori. We'll now move to the next item on the order paper. We have a special reading today. as a short poem, What Makes a Good Leader by Miss Nana Ama Ejewa, but will be presented by Miss Araba Adams. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes to the stage.
Hi. All right. What makes a good leader? An arduous journey filled with many quests, a treasure many seek, yet only a few find. An experience that separates and distinguishes. Can leadership be defined as this? The lion is seen as the king of the jungle, but is it worthy of the crown? Why not the zebra or the elephant or the cobra or the giraffe? Leadership, leadership, leadership. It's being a leader with the trouble. What qualifies one as a leader? What makes one a good leader? Is a leader someone who inherits a position? Someone who stands for elections? Is a leader someone predestined from birth? Who is a leader? My thoughts seem to wander here and there, whispering, someone who steps up, a person who shows up, one humble enough to serve. I hear it in the wind, someone who shoves pride aside and takes responsibility. It echoes faintly. One who sticks to the truth, one who seeks collective interests. Indeed, a blend of different qualities, a mix of different characteristics, a perfectly imperfect balance. Maybe I think differently. Maybe my thoughts deceive me. Maybe I am being delusional. Can anyone tell me? Please help me understand my simple question. What makes a good leader? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Araba Adams. We will now move to our main agenda for today, which is the address from the KNUST's 65th SRC president. Let's all give him a round of applause while he comes up stage.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Before I begin my speech and address the good people of KNUST, I would like to address some few concerns I took note of. Considering time, my team and I got here per the time communicated on the flyer, hoping we get business commenced and also address the good people of KNUST on the affairs they bestowed on us as far as our stewardships are concerned. But we had to sit here for a century to even form a quorum. And I think if we truly take up these positions as student leaders as we are, then we should be ready to face the difficulties that it comes with. So in my capacity as the SRC president, I urge us all to not treat matters of our student front as trivial. Rather, it should be met with all necessary attention that's supposed to be met with. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I hope yourself, as well as honorable members, will do better next time. The Right Honorable Speaker, members of the SRC, friends from the media, good people of KNUST, good evening to you all. A million times, we may not have control over the winds that surround us. But half of those times, we do have control over our sails, our planks, our anchors, and oftentimes our faith. We might not be made of steel. We might not be made of rock. But we are made of flesh and blood, compassion, empathy, and that makes us a people. I would plead with the Speaker and the House at large for us to be upstanding and observe a moment of silence. Mr. Ransford Amankwa Asumeni, a brother, a friend, and a student of our noble institution, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Shall we resume our seats? Good people of KNUST, we came into office with the hope of what the future held for our noble institution. We did not know just how large this responsibility was, how demanding it would be, and how much it's expected of us. But certainly, what we know for sure is just like the children who dared to hug the baobab tree. We persevered. We are giving our very best each and every single day, and that's our resolve for our dear university in this our very capacity, and even to a far greater extent, our motherland, Ghana. Good people of KNUST, I, Shakir Weiss Ishaq, I'm proud to announce that the state of our SRC is magnificent. Oh, can I get a clap? I shall address certain concerns over the past few weeks, which has been brought to the attention of the SRC. As honorable member from the Idiasen North rightfully mentioned, we, the SRC, happened to be the first point of call after the bridge collapsed at Ayediase near the SDA enclave. In our capacity as the SRC leadership, we held conversations with university management to find solutions to the problem. But fortunately for the entire student body, student advocates intervened within the shortest possible time. And I believe it's right to give them their flowers and the necessary applaud. And I think this act of advocacy and service re-emphasizes the true sense of Ubuntu, our collective sense of action, and we as a people are genuinely being involved in our students' affairs. Subsequently, the university publicized 5 students with tags persona non grata as students involved in misconduct, therefore are not safe for our university campus. Recently, bees attacked us on campus. And this, I say, is nature's form to decide to pay us a visit but this time around we least expected, or let me put it this way, that it was an unexpected visit. The SRC offers sincere apologies and wishes all victims of the bee's outrage a speedy recovery. So far, no major casualty has been brought to our attention, and necessary actions have been taken to evict our uninvited guests from our campus. Fumigation was done that very day to get the bees from our campus, making it safe again as it has always been. Oh, shall we get an applaud? I shall speak about initiatives which are underway as far as the 65th administration is concerned. For every administration, there is a reason to leave a testament that will re-echo the good works of your tenure into the annals of history. So we, as the 65th SRC administration, are going to construct an astroturf. And this shall be our legacy project. The astroturf seeks to solve the problem of recreation around the Republic Hall, Africa Hall, Hall 7 vicinity. And this shall feature a 4-tier phase. The first and foremost of its phase is underway. Works have been turned into the development office. Plans have been reviewed, and work is expected to commence very soon. Shall we get an applaud for this? The launching of the 65th SRC anniversary is also underway. And this launch shall feature a book launch as well, which will cover the pride of our students' leadership. It shall feature all efforts that have been put into championing student democracy in our dear university. We are bringing back the hope of our student entrepreneurs. The Think It Fund It initiative was recently opened to take applications. Shortlisting is still ongoing, and hopefully, this entrepreneurship initiative seeks to train, mentor, and also cushion student entrepreneurs with reasonable sums of startups. And this is expected to begin in the shortest possible time. As part of championing student advocacies, in collaboration with the University Relations Office, we shall be launching the 1951 Times and Badrima Unfiltered. And these shall be unbiased voices of student body to come forth with intellectual write-ups and constructive criticisms as far as all affairs of our university is concerned. Our Ubuntu Farms has been reviewed for a stronger partnership with the Directorate of Student Affairs. And this seeks to commercialize the initiative we looked forward to champion on our own. Proceeds shall be divided between the Directorate and the association to run affairs of our student body. I shall proceed to look and talk about very pressing issues on our students' front. Our most anticipated Students' Week celebration. The question is it coming off amidst the ban? And I can say that I get this question at a rate of 10 times per day. And I'm here today to speak to it. There has been no official communication from the university management indicating the cancellation of the Students' Week celebration, formerly SRC Week. However, There is currently a ban on social gatherings due to a recent altercation that happened between certain groups of students on campus. The SRC, in collaboration with the Directorate of Student Affairs, is engaging in advocacy to uphold a peaceful and an uninterrupted university community, and in the long run, have the ban lifted in the shortest possible time. I hereby humbly urge us all to be advocates of peace ourselves, and by so doing, I am 100% confident that we shall continue to enjoy all that an uninterrupted university community comes with. As far as I am concerned, there is no form of entertainment, and I repeat, there is no form of entertainment that must cost us our lives. Hence, our most anticipated Students' Week celebration is at the mercy of our actions and inactions. By comporting ourselves, adhering to simple protocols per the Students' Guide's provisions, and simply being law-abiding, there shall be no reason whatsoever for such trailblazing and academic relief programs as such, and many more to be banned. So, dear colleagues, let's put up our best personalities and be highly expectant of our Students' Week celebrations to come off this academic year. I shall speak to the 10 gigabytes data initiative that was passed by the previous administration. The 10 gigabytes data initiative from Telecel, passed by the 16th Parliament of the 64th administration, was submitted to the University Finance Office after the annual fees schedules had already been submitted for approval to the government. Hence, was not able to be captured in the approved bills as far as our fees are concerned for this academic year. So, dear colleagues, I say unto you that 10 gig delayed is not 10 gig denied. However, we are very optimistic about its implementation in the coming administration, as it is tied to the payment of fees for the next academic year. Let's look at our walkway from Brunei to business school. Colleague students, regarding the proposed walkway from the Brunei complex to business school, as mentioned during my campaign, the project has been relayed and extensively been discussed with university management. And as part of the strategic ways to achieve this at even an expedited rate in alignment with the conscious efforts to promote a green and eco-friendly campus per the recently launched corporate strategic plan, the university has taken it up upon herself to not only complete the first phase of this express and relief intervention by the end of this year. As such, the walkway will indeed be constructed. However, its full execution is scheduled to take place in phases, and these will be spread across a technically informed duration because it forms a part of the university's prime developmental priorities. So I urge us all to be patient while this relief-oriented project takes its due course in the shortest possible time. I shall speak to the procurement of new buses to ease student movement on campus, as well as off-campus mobility is concerned. The procurement of shuttle buses to improve student transportation remains a key priority for the SRC, and efforts are being made to address it with urgency. We kindly ask for patience from the student body, as engagements and processes toward acquiring additional buses are still ongoing. The most amazing part of our new shuttle acquisition module is that we are taking a significant leap from fossil-fueled shuttles to introducing electric shuttles as the ethos of our premier science and technology status in Africa demands. We are moving in the tangent of the growing new world, and this means we have to decarbonize our transport system with one EV at a time or even more. It is important to note that a portion of student fees, that's 100 Ghana cedis, is allocated to the transport office to support the procurement and maintenance of shuttle services on campus. And this, I must commend the past Parliament for championing this bill to help curb the existential transport crisis our university has faced over time. I humbly call on our current Parliament to also look out to the already stated policies to intervene in our students' bodies' daily lives and come forth with bills as such to help ease the burdens of the ordinary students in KNUST. We recognize that time is of the essence and want to assure students that we are working diligently to deliver on this commitment. We humbly call on all stakeholders and interested partners to come on board to make our EV transitioning and evolution process a really quick and impactful one. Our ambulance, the SRC ambulance. With regards to the procurement of an SRC ambulance, I am pleased to inform students that engagements have been held with various companies, stakeholders, and key dignitaries on this matter, and positive feedback has been received. We are currently working to ensure that the outcomes of these engagements are translated into tangible results, leading to the acquisition of an ambulance on campus to serve its intended purpose. Honorable Speaker, kindly permit me to highlight initiatives we have seen as an administration and are overseeing its completion. The ones we came to see, the ones we've completed, and the ones we are still doing as an administration. I would be glad to highlight them here. First and foremost, the SRC held its first and ever Grand Freshers orientation with a massive turnout from the student body. All hands on deck. This orientation sought to be an eye-opener for our dear freshmen and also a point of compass to help them navigate their lives on campus. Secondly, the SRC, in partnership with the Alumni Relations Office, held the Nyan Support Dialogue Series with an impressive turnout as well from the SRC and other friends of the university community. The purpose of this Nyan Support Dialogue was to bridge the gap between our dear freshmen and alumni who have walked their path. And these giants served as the torchlights by giving and narrating their lives while they navigated the ups and downs of our university community. The essence was basically to serve as a point of motivation and reckoning for our dear freshmen, and not only them, as well as continuing students. Fast forward, the SRC made a donation of 10,000 Ghana cedis to the Ghana Muslim Students Association, KNUST chapter, in the month of Ramadan to assist needy students while this sacred month demand intense fast and also religious activities. The essence of these funds was to support them and the Muslim community in general. And God being so good, Ramadan came and left, and it was a successful one. Oh, let's give a thumbs up and clap for the SRC. Thank you. Subsequently, a donation of 15,000 Ghana cedis was made to the Students' Chaplaincy Council to assist the chaplaincy in the ongoing chaplaincy complex currently under construction. And this can be found adjacent the KNUST Islamic Center. Upon our commencement of our administration, The Gender, Inclusion and Vulnerability Office was commemorated to assist and support students facing bullying and harassment. As far as our students' mental health are concerned, the counseling unit exists. But the Vulnerability, Inclusion and Gender Office is also serving a special purpose, targeting bullying and harassment, because there is no room for such uncalled for attitude in our university. So the office exists for us to reach out to them when or while we find ourselves or colleagues in such cases. So let's all do well to peruse it, and it could be found at the new library mall. We, the students' leadership, led an advocacy to expand the engineering gate for our students' perusal, not only at rush hours, but also on any other day. And I must commend the work of the students' leadership, because this has truly served its purpose. Again, we met all course reps to discuss academic strategies, interventions, and how best these interventions can reach students handy once the need arises. And this was led by my able vice president. We donated 6 sofas to the Prempeh II Library to assist and improve comfort and also create an even more conducive reading and learning environment. And in this critical moment, while we face our examinations in the coming few days, it will be of great essence to our student front in terms of helping in these times. But the true essence is to serve this and even this period and even more. We've had engagements with college presidents to explore solutions to transport. We've had engagements with college presidents to explore solutions to our existential transport crisis and shuttle issues. And this has yielded a temporary bus augmentation working from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on any other day with extensions during examination period. Currently, we, the SRC leadership, are overseeing the completion of the various SRC projects as commenced by our predecessors. One, we have the SRC study area, which is 100% complete, awaiting commissioning. The SRC car park in front of the SRC hostel, which is also at the latter part of completion, awaiting commissioning. The SRC sitting area, which is also right in front of the SRC hostel, almost complete and awaiting commissioning. Also, we have ensured smooth progress and construction of phase 2 of the SRC hostel as our predecessors handed over to us. We have made payments of full academic fees for 5 students that sum up to 11,994 Ghana cedis through the Office of the Women's Commissioner under the Obatampa policy. We have made a whooping contribution to the Kitwabiara Nswa policy, Kitwabiara Nswa, that's the KBN, and on top of that, donated a total sum of 100,000 Ghana cedis to support the SRC Food Bank, which are set to be released within the shortest possible time across our Kumasi, Obuasi, and other satellite campuses. This and many more are what we have underway, and we assure our students' body that we are not going to rest until we give our very best to them. On this note, I extend my most profound best wishes to our entire student body in the upcoming end of semester examinations. And I say, just as nothing is too good that it cannot get any better, nothing is too bad that it cannot get any worse. So our resolve is to make our good better and our better best. And God willing, by the end of our tenure in office, our greatness will be anything but abstract and nothing but tangible and substantial impact. In my capacity as the SRC president, I wish to inform and say unto our student body that there is no problem too large for the SRC to solve or be a part of the solution at least. And there is no concern too small for it to care about. We are here for you and everly committed to your service. God bless our homeland, Ghana. God bless our dear Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. God bless our beloved Student Representative Council. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I believe that the good students of KNUST have seen your works, and we hope that truly they are satisfied at the end of the tenure. I think now we are done with our main agenda for today. The next item on the order paper is any other credible business. The floor is open to Honorable Kupi, you have the floor.
Right Honorable Speaker of the House, this is the 5th KNUST SRC President. I must say that one way or the other impressed with your achievements so far. And it's our hope that all what you said during the campaign and now will come to pass. Mr. Speaker, I had a lot of things to say, but he was so smart to tackle most of them. The Speaker, but it's of great concern because a lot of things he presented today, I must say that the budget for the SRC hasn't been approved, but construction of the ASUTEF will begin soon. So I'm wondering, how are we going to do that? Is this house truly independent? And the activities of this house will be taken into consideration. The Speaker, to the students of KNS who have observed our budget deliberation and the reading of the SRC budget, I have not seen in any way of the budget where we have an amount allocated for the SRC ambulance. But Mr. President is saying that he will procure us an ambulance. I'm wondering where he's going to get that money from. The Speaker, and again, the SRC Women's Commissioner told us at the Budget and Finance Committee, and the SRC Financial Secretaries came to the House to reiterate that year. The SRC Women's Commissioner spent 12,500 Ghana cedis to pay for 5 academic fees for students. But the SRC President came and gave us different figures altogether. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I would like to commend the SRC President. I would like to commend him so much because his Ubuntu slogan is really coming to reality. And I can see when he was reading the State of SRC address, most of his appointees were taking videos of him to post on Twitter. But it's well. It's well. It's well. The Speaker, the SRC President, seeing the numbers here today is not a mistake. And you've been here today yourself. And you've seen the number of members who have come to the House. One major concern of the caucuses of this Parliament, we have 3 caucuses, is the disbursement of funds that has been promised by the SRC to the various caucuses. The whole caucus has been promised 3,500 cedis. Now, 335,000 cedis. The college caucus has been promised 36,000 cedis. It's our hope that the SRC will please and please give us this fund, because in the previous parliament, the funds were not handed over to the various constituencies.
Order.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for that. And so I hope that the SRC will look at the three caucuses in Parliament and make the investment of all that. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to remind the SRC president that if the SRC or the Students' Week is coming off, when is our whole week coming back? When is our GCRC full restoration coming back? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable B. Benjamin. Honorable Kupi, you said a lot of things. Honorable Kupi, you said a lot of things, and I got lost at a point. If you could hit on the main point, the main goal of your submission, or the goals of your submissions.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So the main goal is, he read a lot of things, a lot of projects, a lot of promises that he made during the campaign. But unfortunately, most of them didn't capture in the budget. But he came here today saying that he's going to bring them into being. So my question was, or my worry is, where are the funds going to be taken from? And also, he made mention of the SRC Asutef, which we all know was in the budget of 100,000 Ghana cedis. But then the 17th House hasn't passed the budget test. So I'm wondering, he's saying the work will be commencing soon. So I want to know if this House is really independent or not.
I think that prior to that, we would have been done with our deliberations as a House, and then we would have passed it. Since he said soon, he has not given us a specific date. So we hope that everything
And then
falls.
I'm also hoping that the SRC, the Executive Council, will bring a legal document of the ASUTEF project, because this is an initiative that's been handled by the SRC. We've seen projects like the SRC Who Store, which is being managed by a different entity from the SRC now. So we want to know. We don't want to actually construct a project this year. In the next 5 years, to be hijacked by a different entity. We want to know if students are going to pay before using this particular project. How is the maintenance going to be done and all. That's just a summary of what I said, Mr. Speaker.
All right. Anyone else? Honorable Patrick, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. During our retreat, SRC farms a different thing.
Okay, so we know that the SRC farms as a bill.
Yeah. So the president is here. I don't know if you will allow him to.
So the SRC farms bill was passed in Parliament.
Yeah,
Let's begin on that. The SRC farms bill was passed in Parliament. I don't know for the Ubuntu farms. And I think that questions like these are not directed to the president up front. And I'm sure you guys are aware of the procedure. So I wouldn't want us to breach procedure.
responsible to explain to the KNUS students why out of 40, how many? 40, out of 40, over 40 parliamentarians, it's only 15. So there's a problem. I think either you didn't brief the president or you have to go back and brief the president. Then he retracts that statement. And I'm sure some of the members have told you why they are not here. So you can't put such a big statement on us that we are not serious, we should do better next time, is disappointed.
Honorable Aaron.
Yes, then the next point.
Honorable Aaron, before you continue, I would like to address what you just said. We can all testify to the fact that we, even though we are small in number, this very small number came very late. We can all attest to that, and I think that is what the president addressed. And I have no idea what you mean by honorable members have told me why they are not here. I have not received any letter from anybody. So I don't know the reason for anybody's absence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are the boss of this house. You are responsible to know why members are not present. So you can't send it to me. If you fail to understand why a member has not come, then is it me to explain why members are not here?
Honorable Aaron.
Okay, my next point. I'm coming back to the Ubuntu farm and SRC farms.
Honorable Aaron, we have already addressed that.
No, I'm passing a very important information to the president regarding that. I would request you allow me to talk about it more. Yeah, I wanted the president to find out. At the moment, international students are paying for the SRC farms. So I wanted humbly the president to find out the amount that is there, and then we see if it's Ubuntu farm, then they find a way of bringing back that money to international students.
So you have a request?
Yes.
So you put it through the right procedure?
Yes, then the last point, most of international students don't normally benefit directly in the activities done by the SRC. Because we are the minority, a lot of things, you may realize that they are not directly affected. And if you look at even the appointments so far, I didn't see any international students in the appointments. So it's very hard for them. Even no one will be there to push them to go for such events. But at least I've interacted with a few. They have told me that they have applied for the entrepreneurship fund. So when you are doing the assessment of who is going to benefit from this, at least this is one of the things that international students can benefit directly. And they have told me, when I reach to this house and the president is around, they have told me to say that they should be considered because this is one of the things that they benefit directly. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's a very important point. I think that with issues like that, it has to do with merit. And as such, we leave that to the deciding committee or selection committee for that. Honorable Maxwell, you have the floor.
Yeah, the Right Honorable, the Honorable House. I'm Honorable Maxwell, member of the whole caucus. Since there is a house of record and we are duly following all procedures, as stated earlier by the Right Honorable Speaker, then I might say, during a time like this, I guess it's like this, of which we are having our SUSA, the SRC president, since we are following due procedures, the SRC president has no right to other honorable members to stand up to observe a minute silence. It's usually the one presiding the sitting, of which is the Right Honorable Speaker. So let's take note of this as we keep on moving. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that before he said that he asked for my permission, he said, with your permission. Is that not the case? What is it about? It's regarding the same issue. Carry on.
Thank you, Right Honorable. Right Honorable, since there is no questions being asked, I would like to move a motion so that we adjourn the sitting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Vice Honorable Speaker,
You have the floor.
thank you very much for the opportunity again. Before I second to the motion of my General Secretary, I'd like to remind the SRC President again that students went for an interview for KBN and SRC Basri. They don't been paid. Exams is starting on Tuesday. Please do something for us. Students will be learning the main library and the library more. We need security on campus so that incidences wouldn't repeat itself again. Mr. Speaker, without any other business, I, Kuki Benjamin, Unity All President, therefore move the motion that this house to be adjourned. Thank you very much.
Second or move?
Second, the motion that this house should be adjourned. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Any counter motion? This sitting is hereby adjourned. All honorable members and executive appointees kindly wait behind after recess. We are praying. Oh God, grant us a vision of our university, fair as it might be, a university of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a university of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a university of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service and honor, shall be given to the deserving, a university of peace, where the SRC shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of KNUST, Ghana, and Africa. Amen.
There's